Alright, in today's video we'll be looking on factorizing an algebraic fraction. Alright, so we see that in this fraction, which represents a over b. Alright, so this is one fraction which is a over b. Alright, so what we're gonna have to do right here, right, and we know that we could apply the difference of two square factor in this, right? In that, see now we have an x term starting the equation. We need to find two factors of a times c, which is equal to 88. That when we add it, we will get a -3. When we multiply it, we will get a 88. Alright, so we know that to be a -11 and a 8. Those are two factors. When we add a -11 plus 8, we will get a -3. Alright, we're going to also do that. So let's apply it. So then in rewriting it, I'm going to use these factors that we have to replace the b terms. X squared minus 11x plus 8x minus 88. Alright, and that is us replacing b terms by these two factors so that we can get a two pairs. Right? I'm going to group now. And in the term below, which there is a 1 right there, we say 1 times 110 is a times c, which is equal to 110. We need two factors of 110 that when we add it, we will get a -21. And when we multiply, we will get back a times c, which is 110. We know that to be a -11 and a -10. Alright, so we're going to replace those as well with the b term. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. So we can get a pair. So we have x squared minus 11x minus 10x plus 110. Group those. And we can factor out now, coming down. We can factor out in the numerator, factor out a x, and we will have x times x squared give us x into 11x give us a -11. Factor out a 8x. Oh, alright, so we are doing the top part. I was just a bit distracted. Alright, plus 8, factor the 8. Alright, then we have x minus 11. Alright, and this is all in the top section or numerator. We're going to do that now for our denominator. Factor out an x, and we say x into x squared, x minus 11. And what we're seeing, and we had a minus 10 right here. What we're seeing is that to get the common in which you could reduce the fraction, we'll have to use the factors that we tie into place. So we say now 10 into 10x goes x times 10 into 110, say positive 11. Right? What we know here, we can simplify and then we do the reduction. We're going to add the term that we have outside the bracket, is x plus 8. Keep one in the brackets with the x minus 11. So we are seeing 2 at the top. And we rewrite our bottom terms as well. You see a x minus 10 outside being the outside term. We're going to put that in our bracket. And keep one in the bracket as well, in which x minus 11. Let's check our previous step right here. Right. We know we can put a negative, seeing that this is our positive, right? That was here, right? Line. Alright, so we have a negative 10. And we will get we times it by the 10, we'll get a negative 10x. Now to get the positive 110, we know we'll have to put a negative sign right here. So the negative 10 times the negative 11 will give us a positive 110. And that is why we got it right here. So now we are left with this. What we see here, we can cancel these terms to reduce our algebraic fraction, which now will be equal to x plus 8 over x minus 10. Okay. That would be our algebraic fraction. Now look on another example. Color pen. We have x squared minus 49 is over x squared minus 5x minus 14. Alright. At the top, that is the perfect square, in which we have a x to the square minus a 7 to the square. Right? I know that formula says that if you have a minus b is equal to bracket a plus b bracket a minus b. Right? At the bottom now, we know we have to multiply the a times c, which is 14, and we need two factors of 14, and when we add it, we will get a negative 5, and when we multiply it, we will get 14. So, 14 negative 7 and a negative 2, right? Negative 7 and a positive 2 rather, right? When we add negative 7 and a positive 2, we'll get a negative 5. So we're going to rewrite it right here. We're just rewriting it to replace the middle term, x squared minus 7x plus 2x minus 14. Alright, just coming down, and we're going to use this formula. In that way, identify that this is a perfect square. X plus 7x minus 7. Alright, in that it says a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b bracket a minus b. We just did that, right? Down at the bottom now, we're going to group from here, right? And we see factorizing our x, see x minus 7, and we're seeing, starting to see it's been coming out, x minus 7, right? 2, 7, 14. So hence we can keep one of the bracket and put this term outside the bracket. So we have at the top, we have a x plus 7 bracket x minus 7. And this is us going step by step with the process. So the rule says these terms that are outside the bracket, you put them in a bracket and keep one of the bracket that you have. And because we have two of the same brackets, we can just write x minus 7. Alright? And we can cancel from here. And it is left with x plus 7 over x plus 2. Alright, so we have two more examples. Let us then Alright. And looking at this example now, it says 14 EFG squared being added to 7 EF squared all over 21 EFG. Alright, so in this example, in which we are doing algebraic fraction, we see that we can start by factoring out something, right? In the numbers, so we can factor out something because they are similar, right? We can factor out 21. We can factor out a 7. In the letters, we see we can factor out also EF. So let's start by doing that. It's 7 EF. 7 EF into 14 EFG squared will go 2G squared. That's right here now. 7 EF into 7 EF squared will go F times. We can also do that in the denominator. We can say 7 EF, and we know that will go 3G squared. Alright, so we have 7 EF, we can cancel right here. And we are left with 2G squared plus F all over G squared. And we won't be able to reduce it, sorry, 3G rather. 3G. Alright, we have two more examples. Let me see if we can add the other on this sheet of paper. Let's do this one that is similar to this. We have 9C squared minus 24D squared, and this is all over 15D. Right? What is common between 9, 24, and 15? We're going to factor. So we can factor out a 3D. Right? And we know, so this is the D. Alright, so we know that it would be CD remaining, we know this D squared, minus 24 8D, and we can also factor out a 3D down here, and it will be 5. Cancel, so left with a CD minus 8D, or the love of this thing, all over 5. Okay. Alright, let's do two more examples. So we add this example. Let's get our pen set. We add 5x squared minus 3x minus 14 is all over x squared minus 11x plus 18. Alright. We know we have to multiply a times c. So this is the difference of 2 squared. Alright. A times c, write it below here, which is our 5 times our negative 14 so that gives us a 70. Two factors of 70, and when added will give us a 3. You know, it is a negative 10 and a 7. So hence, we're going to rewrite it and replace these two factors with our b terms. 5x squared minus 10x plus 7x minus 14. And for our denominator, we know that's 18. So 2 factors of 18 that when added will give us 11. And when multiplied will give us 18. So we know that's 9 and 2. 9, so negative 2 will give us 18. So then we will have x squared minus 9 x minus 2x plus 18. Now we are going to factor out a 5x. Alright, so we should have a group, and that's what we're still doing. So now 5x, we now have x plus 2. Right here we have a plus 7 for x minus 2. Alright, so this should be a minus as well. And at the bottom, we're factoring out a x minus 9, and we have a minus 2 right there. X minus 9. Okay. So we're gonna come down here now. We don't have a 5 plus 7 outside the bracket. We're gonna put that in a bracket by itself. 5x plus 7. We have the two of the same term. We're gonna keep 1. X minus 2. Down here we have a x minus 2 outside the bracket. X minus 2. Because we have a 9 minus squared, we see that 2 times, it doesn't keep 1 term. Minus 9. We know we can cancel right here, leaving us with a 5x plus 7 all over x minus 9. Alright, we will stop here for now.